This is the Houston Radio Collective? No, what is it again? I wrote it down. Wow. This is just the Houston Collective, right?
Yeah.
Do I need to start again?
Yeah, it's up to you. If you yeah. Okay,
All right.
Yeah. Listen to that. Don't listen to me.
On 90.1 KPFT Houston.
This is the Houston Collective on some radio station. Did you even hear a word you said at all? Did you wonder when your story would crumble, break, and fall? Or did you stop and think if they would ever call? Like you could be a part of it at all. Like you could be a part of it at all. Where there's no one there to turn it all around, and there's no one there to tell you how it's ever found, and no one cares if you make a sound, but it's all there laying on the ground. Yeah, it's all there laying on the ground. Friends you found along the way leave you with a price to pay. Sometimes it's the words we say, sometimes leave you lost in gray. It's just another day. It's just another day. There's gotta be another way. It's just another day. So they're standing there and look you in the eye. They're holding pieces of themselves like you should even try. They're crying out dead and standing by, like they can lift themselves and fly, like they can lift themselves and fly. Friends you found along the way leave you with a price to pay. Sometimes it's the words you say, sometimes leave you lost in gray. It's just another day. It's just another day. There's gotta be another way. It's just another day. Friends you found along
Sorry.
Heavy breather over here.
Yeah, I know.
You're listening to that whatever station it is called, 90.1 KPFT Houston, 89.5 in Galveston, 91.9 in Huntsville, and anywhere, anytime on the archive or at kpft.org. Today we have Nathan Mays, and as always, Blue, our audio operator, and Julian, who is here to learn. And then we have this guy who just breathes too damn hard, Messiah.
I was trying to breathe hearing Nathan sing that last part. I was like, I feel like out of breath.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was like, this dude's still going. It's like what? It's like that guy. Is it Bill Withers that sang "Lovely Day" at the end?
Yeah.
I was like, is he gonna die on us? What's going on? But Nathan, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. So tell us, what? First off, what was the name of that song?
Ooh, great question. Let me pull it back up here. Another Way. Yeah, it's the name of it. Another Way.
Another Way. Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, what do you do? And how often have you been playing music?
Yeah. Ooh. I'll start with what I do. I'm a teacher. I actually recently moved to Colorado, and I teach music out there, a little charter school. Been a teacher here since like 2017 or something. It's a long time, just teaching music. And what was the other part? How did I get started?
Or yeah. So were you teaching music, or were you playing music and then decided to teach it, or teaching music and then started?
Yeah, that first one. Let's see. I started playing music when I was like 14 or something. Over half my life at this point. No longer a little over. Yeah, man. A friend of mine down the street, his name was Ryan, had a guitar and a bass, and he played guitar. And I was like, cool, I'll pick up this bass. And I started to play, and I fell in love with the instrument of bass. Took some lessons from a guy and went to school for music. I studied composition. I really fell in love with theory, and it was like a big puzzle. And then I just probably was in school for way too long. I played a lot in just a lot of different bands here. A lot of bands you have definitely never heard of. I grew up on the southeast side of town, so just a lot of angry alternative rock music, and started gigging professionally, I guess, when I was about 18 with a lot of country bands. Country is a huge thing here. I don't know if you guys are aware of that.
No, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. There's a lot of it. But I fell in love with really weird avant-garde music when I was in school, and started making a bunch of noise. Yeah.
So when you play avant-garde stuff, right? Is there a method to the madness? Because I'm still trying to understand.
Oh, sure.
That.
Yes and no. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade for a second here. There's I don't know. You can always tell, or I feel like I can always tell when some people are just getting up there and making noise and don't have a direction to it, because it usually just becomes a bunch of noise.
Right.
But it's people who are there taking it seriously. There's a direction to the piece. And one of the telltale signs, I think, of someone who is actually has direction is are they repeating phrases? Is there something like a sound or a phrase that repeats itself, or does it come back, or does it have a direction? Because if it's always just like moving forward and there's always just different stuff, that's kind of like, I mean, cool. Like anybody can do that. Like I can fart into a microphone too.
Yeah.
But it's like, did I fart into the microphone twice? You know, like that's something, like you're controlling it, man. That's the biggest thing is like, are you controlling what you're doing?
So when you're like rehearsing for these avant-garde stuff, is there notes that you follow or like some sort of?
It depends.
Yeah.
Like you can, so I mean, avant-garde is a really wide umbrella, right? Yeah. You can play like really hyper notated avant-garde music where it's like everything is on the page and you're doing exactly what that says. Or you can have no page at all. You're just kind of playing some stuff, right? When you're kind of rehearsing for that sort of thing, it really just depends on like the environment, who you're playing with, what the room is doing. The biggest thing about avant-garde music is like, are you listening? Like, are you listening to what's going on around you? That's a huge thing.
And that listening as the performer, not.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay.
And I mean, really, it's like the whole point of avant-garde music is to like remove your ego, especially like the stuff without like notation or whatever. You, the artist, are removing your ego from whatever it is that's happening, and sort of living in the moment. And you're like controlling what's happening, but it's like randomly organized chaos, right? Like there's still like you're shaping it. I guess saying shaping is better than controlling, because like you're not really controlling what's happening. You're just shaping the moment around you.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a bit way more sense than just being like, what is going on? I mean, I'd like it, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, let's move on to the next track. What do you have for us next?
Yeah. So I have this tune called Consequence. This is actually based on a quote from Dune.
Dune?
Yeah. Right. I won't give it away. Maybe afterwards. Paradise on my right, hell on my left, the angel of death right behind. And I dream through the night, feeling your theft, your doubts always on my mind. Your doubts always on my mind. And your dreams are expendable, ideas are dependable, you're paying to play their game. And I'm thinking of what you said, feeling what's in your head. Nothing is fair in this fight. Nothing is fair in this fight. Nothing is fair in this fight. Got bills to pay and nothing to say. The scenery around is alright. There's not enough in the day, oh it sure ain't the way. Just gotta get through the night. Just gotta get through the night. Well, the truth of my youth isn't that smooth. Consequence of growing up. Lesson learned in a groove, finding a move. Thinking that I should give up. Thinking that I should give up. Thinking that I should give up. Got bills to pay and nothing to say. The scenery around is alright. Not enough in the day, oh it sure ain't the way. Just gotta get through tonight. Just gotta get through the night.
So I've noticed a little trend here. You seem to find a lot of solutions to life's problems. Is there an inspiration for that?
Huh. Do I have a solution for it? I don't know.
Well, your lyrics are always talking about finding a solution. So I was wondering if...
Yeah, that's a hot take there, I guess.
Yeah.
I used to think it's just because I hate myself. Like,
So you just got to get through the night
Yeah, pretty much.
with yourself. Okay.
Like I said, it's vaguely based on Dune. It's over 30 years old, so spoiler alert, I guess.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? Go see the movie.
Not read the book?
Yeah, I know, right? It's easier that way.
I love Zendaya.
The opening line, "Paradise on my right, hell on my left, the angel of death is right behind." It is it's not a direct quote, but it's from the book. When he reads the Orange Catholic Bible, and he like opens it up, and there's this line that sticks out, and that's the line. And I was like, oh, that's a cool line. I'm gonna write a song. And then the more that I did it, the more I kind of realized I was like, man, I just got to get through like night to the next day. Just keep going. And there's, I guess, a lot of parallels because it's like, the whole revolution thing happens, and then he has to like just survive the night. And I was like, oh, cool. I am the
Kwisatz Haderach.
Yeah, that thing. Yes. I was like, I don't know how to pronounce it. I only read it. I don't know.
Oh man, I didn't know you were gonna pull that out,
dude. Yeah, that's a deep cut.
That's my job. That's
yes,
what I'm here for.
Yes, yeah, you're pulling out all the references here. So, you said that you started out doing like punk and aggressive music before all this. I think that's so interesting. Like a lot of the people that we've been getting here, a lot of their background is either like gangster rap or like hardcore punk or metal, and then they play this like beautiful stuff.
I think that is just part of like growing up and getting older. It's like you just sort of like calm down a little bit, you get all the angst out, and then you're kind of like, look at this tree, and then like it just speaks to you, But yeah, I mean, it's what I grew up listening to, a lot of Green Day. I was thinking about just other stuff actually on the way here. Like, what did I listen to in high school? And, it was like Green Day and Alice in Chains, these sort of like grunge punk type things. And then I got really into System of a Down when I first started playing music. Yeah. I was like, God, angels deserve to die. And then, then I grew up, and I fell in love with like jazz, and then ultimately into like the whole avant-garde thing, and got real philosophical with music. Like, what is the silence? And then like listening to a room for 4 minutes.
Getting that room tone down, huh?
Yeah. Speaking of room tones, I'm going to take a little bit to ramble here. There's this piece called "I'm Sitting in a Room," where this guy just records himself in a room, and he says, "I'm sitting in a room," something else. But then he like plays it back in the room and then records that, and then plays that back and records it, and then plays that back and records it. So it starts off, he's just sitting in a room talking, and by the end of it, he's like, it's really cool.
Whoa.
I guess because it's like how you like, when you keep re-recording something, you always lose frequencies. And so like by the end of it, you've lost all like semblance of what the thing is. This guy did this in like the 70s or something. It's pretty nuts.
Whoa, yeah, I would have never thought that that's how it would end it up. I just assumed if you keep re-recording the same thing of a pre-recording, it would just sound like a crazy reverb chamber or something.
I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. Like, so it goes through this phase. It's like 20 minutes long, and it goes through this phase of just like, and then by the end of it, all like the low is gone, and it's just like these high frequencies, and that's kind of how it ends.
Oh man,
pretty nuts.
Well, Rico, I saw you going towards the microphone. Do you have a?
I forgot.
Oh, nice,
nice. So speaking of jazz, I think one of the first times I've met you was at Ojimon jazz thing.
Ojifest or whatever.
Are you still doing jazz stuff out in Colorado?
A little bit, yeah. I found a couple guys that I've started playing with. So there's not nearly as much music happening there. I'm in Colorado Springs. Denver, there's like a ton of music happening in Denver. But I live in Colorado Springs, which is about an hour away, and I'm like, I don't really want to drive up there because I gotta work the next day. But there's a few things happening. What I have noticed is that there's a like a military base there, and a lot of army band guys go through. And like these are like the best musicians in the world, man. So there is an incredible amount of talent in Colorado Springs, and a lot of them are just these retired old army guys that are like, yeah, we'll go and play music, and they play like the best thing you've ever heard because that's just what they've done their entire life. So I've had a few chances to play with a few of them. There's a couple like jams, like what happens at Ojimon.
But they're not like here. Like here, you can find a jazz jam every night. There, it's like once a month. Yeah.
Really? Can you really find a jazz night here every night?
I mean, pretty much. There's always something happening here every night. Like on Monday nights, there's a thing at Avant Garden. They used to do a thing at Catbirds, but then that shut down a few years back. Then they moved it. The Houston, what do they call themselves? The Houston Ensemble.
Oh yeah. Oh.
They do some stuff at Avant Garden, and there's a coffee Mercantile. That's what it was. I can't remember the others, and then obviously there's the Thursday night jam at Ojimon.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know.
Yeah.
I don't get out much, but
Yeah, it's all right. Me neither.
Ojimon. Yeah, that's where you go for all genres of music.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Alex is doing some pretty cool stuff there.
Yeah, he even has like a chess night now.
Yeah. Monday nights is chess night. I saw that. I was like,
wow,
I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, they're doing to the matching the times, I guess, and making it more varied,
dynamic.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so what do you have for the third song today?
I call this one "Arms of Another." This is vaguely based off there's this band I got really into in college called The Deer Hunter, not Deer Hunter. There's like several of them, I guess. But yeah, I listened to one of their albums and I was like, one of these songs really popped out and stood out to me, and so kind of was like, yeah, that's cool, and I'll write a song on it.
With all the holes left over, pushing everyone around to leave me. What do you say? You were treating it like a number, and I called out, but you were in the arms of another, on our way to escape, on your way. Open up your demon inside, all the same. And there's still nothing lower, pushing everyone around to leave me. What you said, you were treating it like a number. I called out, but you were in the arms of another, on our way to escape, on your way. One hop is nothing big. Tear up, shred, rip every life you live. We all found it within, holding everything that cost you in the end. There's one thread that will hold, there's one thread that will hold. What you said, you were treating it like
So I was waiting for the faders.
They come quick, baby.
Well, I waited for like 2 seconds. All right, so here, before we close out, I do want to ask you, like, while you were here in Houston, what was like your Houston music scene experience been like?
Ooh. So Houston is a big city. So a lot of driving. I think one of the biggest detriments to the Houston music scene is that it's too big of a city and there's no centralized location for like music to like. Yeah, you can go to like the theater district, and like you can watch it like a show like at the symphony or the theater or whatever, but you can't go to like in Austin they have 6th Street. You can go just like walk down 6th Street and there's a bar everywhere. I think everybody wants to get a cut in Houston, so it's like the promoter has to get a cut, the bar has to get a cut, all the bands have to get a cut, and it's like it makes things very difficult to build like a community that way. I think it all can kind of be summed up in a friend of mine, Luke. His name is Luke Kirkwood. He did a lot of like music contracting in this area, and he said one time that there's an immense amount of talent in Houston, but no one is organizing it. And like I think what you guys are doing is a step towards the right direction, right? But to end that on a positive note, I have learned a lot because there are there are some of the best musicians in the world are here. I have learned from so many just people here, and obviously it's my experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but driving, a lot of driving has been my experience here.
Yeah, the driving is definitely number 2. It's like, it's like in theory it's like a 15-minute drive, but the traffic makes it an hour.
Yeah, right. And like,
no way, dude.
Yeah, man. Getting from Southeast Houston to Northwest Houston is like you're at least gonna spend 45 minutes in your car on a good day,
On the best day.
Yeah, right. It's a big city.
Awesome. Well, I want to say thank you for rolling through here and making this a pit stop on your tour of Houston from Colorado.
Right. No, man. I loved it. Whenever you reached out, I was like, hell yeah. Like, I want to do that.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad. Look at that.
You.
Yeah, so, we'll have Rico close us out. And then, as you know, we have YouTube.
That's true. Well, you've been listening to 90.1 KPFT Houston, 89.5 in Galveston, 91.9 in Huntsville, anywhere, anytime, live or on the archive at kpft.org. With us today was Nathan Mays. We thank him for his great performance, and we thank our volunteers and all the donors and everyone who listens. Check in with us next week when we feature another artist.
Tuesdays at 3 a.m.
And that's fine too.
Just kidding. It is fine.
Yeah. Okay, that means we're done.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Okay, so hey, what's up? We're back. Hello. YouTube exclusive time with Nathan Mays, KPFT Sessions, and the Houston Collective YouTube channel. Nathan, what do we have for the YouTube exclusive song?
Ooh. I call this one Time Well Spent.
Sometimes I waste time searching for my rhyme, but when I'm sinking, your love comes right in time. Melody, perfect tone, story's clear, we're all alone. Minor falls, major lift, Sometimes I waste time searching for my rhyme, but when I'm sinking, your love comes right in. And when I waste time searching for my rhyme, and when I'm sinking, your faith comes right in time. Morning light, clear as day, silent songs just to hear you play. Oh, I got you here, it won't get you there. Every note, make it fit. Sometimes I waste time searching for my rhyme, and when I'm sinking, your love comes right in. I waste time searching for my rhyme, and when I'm sinking, your faith comes right in time. I waste my time, waste my time, right in time. The world spins so fast, days seem to pass. Calm the chaos, stop the noise. Watch my worries turn to joys. Oh, sometimes I waste time searching for my rhyme, and when I'm sinking, your love comes right in. Sometimes I waste time searching for my rhyme, and when I'm sinking, your love comes right in time. To waste my time, right in time. To waste my time.
I'm getting Bare Naked Ladies vibes from you. Have you heard of that band?
I have listened to them quite a bit.
Okay.
There's one song they had where they said they like look under there or whatever, and then they said, "Ha, I made you say underwear."
90s jokes, I love it.
Yeah, man, they were great.
Yeah, no. I definitely heard a little bit of the Green Day influence on the second to the last track. But either way.
Yeah.
Let us know, do you have a Spotify with your original work? Like, where can people find you and more of you?
No, I don't. That's something I'm working on. I'm trying to like record all these, get like the whole home demo thing going. I had been working with Michael Shanks a little bit about trying to get some other stuff, like more instrumental jazz things going. And then I was like, I just want to write songs. And then I moved to Colorado. But I'm working on doing that, like kind of on my own. Not Spotify. My Instagram account is @isthis6characters. It's all spelt out, incredibly long. Is this 6 characters, and you can see me trying to teach you how to play bass, basically there.
I've seen that, and you teach it well, and it makes me want to play bass, but I know I'm not gonna stick to it. So.
That's all right. No one really should. No one
stick to bass.
Yeah,
I know. I see all the bass player memes. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that? Why is it Why is it like that?
Man, I don't know. It's just kind of it's like an attitude thing, I guess. We're just kind of like, whatever, and that's pretty much it. It's just like. Just hang out, play bass, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah, right. Clearly, you've never seen me solo, so I'm kidding.
We have footage of him. When you were at Ojimon.
Oh yeah,
I think I filmed you guys at least a few times, and at Ojifest with that lady.
Yeah. That was fun. She just started playing a bunch of songs, and I was like, I know these songs.
Yeah,
so I just got up and started playing.
Yeah, dude, he literally just walked up on stage and was like, "Hey, do you mind if I?" And then just started playing. And I don't think he gave her time to say yes. He just was like,
started. Yeah,
whatever.
I'm like, all right, that was
Cool.
fun.
Well,
Thank you guys. Yeah, so much. Thank you.
dude, no problem, man. I appreciate working with people, musicians such as yourself, with such a interesting like a teaching background. So
Academic.
yeah, I'm trying to get a little less ignorant every day when it comes to this music stuff.
Oh man, I had a teacher one time that just said, "Suck a little bit less every day, and then you'll stop sucking." And so like that has kind of stuck with me.
Yeah. Well, what if it takes like 40 years?
So you've stopped sucking for the amount of 40 years. That means you don't suck anymore. So
See, amen to that.
Yeah.
Well,
Positive spin.
Well, we usually try and end these YouTube exclusives with like a little advice to the people. Do you have anything to tell anyone, or do you want us to start?
Suck a little bit less every day.
Cool. Yeah, and use your damn blinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Whoa, what's up with that?
that I feel like that's been our thing to say every time. And like, get off your phone when you're ordering food and driving.
This is Houston, guys. Like, there's a lot of people out there. Be careful.
Yeah. We don't want to die on accident because someone's texting like, "Yo, that's fire."
Fun story. I was hit by a drunk driver last year. My car flipped over on 610. It was great.
So you caused traffic.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry. So yeah, that Super Bowl Sunday a couple years ago, where like, there was traffic all over 610. That was me.
Yeah. Victim blaming.
Right.
My bad.
Well, on that note, we're gonna say
Sorry.
sorry and goodbye.
And bam.
Cut.